travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
Are we fighting pirates or Ganon?
Pirates. So, just to recap from our first session, the group rushed back from the keep where the Duchess of Rot was kidnapped by yourselves, Calibrax, Lady Syndra, and the extra eighth. You discovered that a device called the Soulmonger was responsible for this plague across the land, which is killing people and preventing people from being resurrected. Anyone who has been resurrected is slowly dying. You escaped after the Duchess of Rot broke her chains, and you made your way through the sewers to the Lady Syndra's ship called the Mermaid's Tail, which was on an anchor in the harbour. As you set sail, after a number of days, eventually on the horizon, you found a pirate ship in your wake, which speedily caught up to you. A battle ensued using ballista, bows and crossbows, and our sorcerer paladin managed to snipe a couple of pirates, pinning multiple ones onto the deck. You fought valiantly with ranged weapons, and eventually the pirate ship overtook you, did a quick turnabout, and head forward towards you, using the ballista with grappling hooks to latch onto your ship and pull you closer, as slowly the pirates began to board. And I believe everybody needs to roll some initiative. Where are we? Right.
We're on a boat in the middle of the ship.
Yes, we are. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Always here to help.
Oh, nice.
Alright. So, we have got top of the order Dusted Cole, then Yarlena, and then all of the boarding pirates. Let's make the music a little softer. Sorry. Okie dokes. So, first on the order is Dusted Cole.
Since I'm currently not wearing my shield, I shall equip that.
Okay.
So I think that's basically my turn. Is basically just getting my weapons back in order, equipping shield and rapier back on, because I wasn't using anything. And then that's action, isn't it?
Yes.
Equipping the shield again. Yeah. And then I have nothing more, basically. I just need to get back up to 18 armor class before this starts.
Okay, and are you happy with your position?
Maybe just move one up. There we go.
Okay. Right, then it is Yarlena.
She's gonna shoot with a crossbow the pirate with the. I think he has like an orange-ish outline on his circle.
Uh-huh. Yep, I see that.
one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna fire for him.
Double click him and he'll flash it for you.
Oh yeah, you can. So I'm gonna try and shoot him.
Oh, is that an 18? Yes, you fire your crossbow and it hits him square in the chest. Oh!
Oh yeah.
It does 1 damage. This pirate is a massive drama queen.
6 points of damage.
Right. He is bloodied. That crossbow bolt hits him square, and you see a spray of blood come flying out from beneath the leather armor that he's wearing, and he physically shudders, takes a step back, has saber in hand, points at you and starts shouting, "Curses, woman!" and grabs one of the guide ropes and leaps across the boat.
If I can, at the end of her turn, she'll just drop her crossbow and
Yep.
go to draw her short sword.
Okay, excellent. So he is going to leap across the boat and make his way across. I'm gonna say that climbing across the grapples and across onto the other deck is his entire movement. So he's gonna stop there. All of the other pirates as well. He's gonna jump to there and teeter on the brink. Right, these two are gonna shimmy across the guide ropes across over there. And the last one is going to move to there. Now they are readying all their weapons, sabers and teeth, waiting to swing across to the other deck, and that is the pirates' go. After them, let's actually just scroll through, is this character. Right, now he was taken by an arrow and he is slightly on fire. Whoopsie. So he is going to... Oh wait, that's the flames. Oh, I'll remove that anyway.
Your friend is only slightly on fire.
Right, so he's going to spend his action trying to put the flames out, and then he's going to move over to there. Right then. Next up is Lunan.
I would like to shoot that guy with the firebolt.
Which one? Ah, yep, see him.
And
That unfortunately is a miss. Any movement?
yes, I'm moving up towards here. I'm back.
Any chance you could turn down the music?
Oh, yes.
I have no way of doing so for some reason.
How's that?
Much better. I can actually hear people. I like hearing people.
Good. Right, I take it, Lunan, that's your turn.
Yeah, I'm done. Thanks.
Okay, next up then is Mr. Pennyworth. Right, so... He is going to move in. He's got a speed of 30 foot, and he gets 3 melee attacks, or 2 ranged. So he's going to throw 2 daggers, and then he's going to move in. Okay. Let's go. Dagger, dagger, dagger. So, 24 and a 15 both hit. And they're going for the closest one to him. Oh, nice one. Okay, so he throws 2 daggers at the closest pirate, which is this guy. And manages to kill him. Then he is going to move down to here. In fact, let's move him over to there. And that is Mr. Pennyworth's turn. Next up is Valrus.
Yes. He's going to run down the steps and move here. And hurl an acid splash towards these 2 pirates over there. And they have to make a dex save.
Is it the 2 in front of Dusted Coal, is it?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see. Acid Splash is 60 foot. More than
Yeah.
enough range. Okay, so the two in front of Dusted Cold, yes?
Yes.
Choose one or two creatures. They must be within 5 feet, which is correct. So there is no attack roll at all, is there?
No.
Oh wow, so they just both need to make a dex saving throw.
Yes.
Right. Let's character
Quickly
sheet.
writes down to use that splash.
So they get dex. Let's go 1, 2. So the first one gets a 13, the second one gets a 4.
Ooh.
Both of them fail.
Alright, I'll roll for the first.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2, and second. There we go.
Nice. Right, so he's on 2, and the other one has taken 4 points of acid damage. Okay, so from near you, Dusted Coal, over your shoulder as you're engaging, acid flies through the air, whacking the two pirates in front of you, splashing across their armor, and you see slight bubbles on the leather. Next up is... Oh, sorry, Valrus, is there anything else that you want to do?
Nay.
No, okay.
That is all.
Yay.
Then next up,
Okay.
Marius.
I am going to pop out from behind here, and that guy need to make wisdom saving throws. DC 14.
Which two?
Orange guy
yeah.
run
See him.
the goal, and yellow guy up here,
Oh, okay.
right up from Harris.
What are you casting?
Dissonant Whispers. I'm using a sorcery point because I have Metamagic Adept, and twin spelling it because I can.
Alright, let's...
A joy.
So they need to make wisdom saving throws, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, you're killing my guys here.
That's the aim.
What's the target? The DC?
14.
Okay, so the first guy on the left gets a 15, but the second one on the right, he gets
a 10.
a 10.
Okay. I believe it's a C. Oh no, they take half as much damage.
On a save.
Yeah. And if they fail the save, they have to take the next turn to move as far away from me as they can.
So the guy that failed will move as far away from you as possible next turn, or on his
Next
go.
turn, and he cannot take any actions. Oh no, it must immediately use its reaction to move as far away as its speed allows.
Okay. So the
Which
first,
would...
let's say 11 rounded up is 12, so 6 points on the guy who saved.
It does the same damage for both, because I twin it. It's not an attack roll.
Oh, I see. So the... okay, so the saving throw is only to run away, yeah?
Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah. So the guy who failed the save is dead, apparently.
Yep.
And the
Well,
guy
11 damage
Oh, okay.
kills both of them. So Dissonant Whispers, you cast your spell, goes flying out, and the one chap in front of Dusted Cold, you see this look of horror and shock on his face, and as he's about to use his reaction to jump into the water and swim away as far as possible, you just see his eyeballs explode and he falls onto the ground dead.
Note
Right.
to self. Eyeballs may explode. Consider further experimentation.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to go back behind the pillar, because I can.
Okay. Right then, next up are the sailors on board. Let's just bring up their character sheets quickly. So, they each get 1 attack. And they're going to move in. Oh, mind you, there's hardly anyone around, is there? Okay, so the sailor is going to move across and he is going to jump over the other side and engage with that pirate. Let's just do a... Well, that's not bad.
Couldn't be one higher, could you?
Oh, wow. No. However, he swings across and using his short sword, he manages to cleave the pirate in twain. Right, the next one is going to attack the chap in front of him. And he gets a 17, which is a hit. And he scores 6 points of damage. So the chap in front of him is bloodied. Alright then, these two are going to move.
Which one is what?
This one is, let me mark him as bloodied. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Right, then the three in front of Yarlena are going to attack the ones in front. Bear with me. Right, the first one gets an 18. And he does 2 points. The second one, he gets a 10, which misses. And the third one gets a critical fumble, and he gets a 1. Okay. So, as the rules, critical fumble, anyone who attacks him gets advantage on the next turn, so that's only the one pirate that can reach him. And that is my sailor's go. Ba 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 ba. Right. Next up is the pirate captain. Now, there was a condition on him, wasn't it? The next attack on him gets...
It's gone now, since I've ended my next turn.
Okay. Right. He is going to move... Hold on, bear with me. Ruler. Okay, so he can only move his movement. He's going to move to there. And that is it, actually. Next up is Vargo.
Yep. Vargo is gonna cast Toll the Dead on the one bloodied.
Uh-huh.
He has to make a Wisdom save, DC 14.
Oh. All of you guys in your wisdom saving throws. Let's roll, baby.
It's actually a 1d12.
He rolled a 4, which means he failed.
Yeah, so he takes 7 points damage.
Okay, and as you cast your spell, he fails miserably. He drops to the ground dead. Oop.
Nice.
Yes.
And with my movement, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Right then. Next up is Syndra. So she moves out of her room next to Marius and she starts to cast a spell. Yes, okay, so let me just bear with me 1 second. Character sheet. Come on, Syndra. Taking an age. There we go.
Do a meteor swarm.
Okay, so she's moved her movement and she's going to cast her spell. And as she finishes casting, Marius, you notice that she starts to lift off the ground and she starts rising up in the air. Alright, that is...
That's never concerning.
That's the first round over with. Top of the round, round 2 of combat. First to go is Dusted Coal.
Dusted is going to cross here. How much movement is that, by the way, to get across to here?
I mean, you could use... You're swinging on a grapple, really, so I'd say you can use... it's half your movement, at least. Let's just check with the ruler, because it's 20 foot.
Okay.
It's really less than 20 foot across, but... Take 10 feet from your movement and swing across.
That's 20, yeah. So that's just here, I guess. Oh, why doesn't it not match the... Okay, it doesn't match the tile, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there you go.
It's going to be a little bit off because the ship is at an angle. I had to make the battle map myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I will just hold my action in case the pirate gets close.
Okay, so you're going to hold your action
that's
for when he gets
my-
close.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or if he gets close, I mean, he might just shoot me with a pistol. I don't know. But yeah, holding my action.
Alright. Next up then is Yelena.
She's gonna dash around here, and she's gonna use green flame blade on her sword.
Uh-huh. Is that an action to cast, is it?
Greeny color.
Or a bonus action?
Yeah, I can't. It's an action to cast, but the cast includes the attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think. I'm trying to figure out how to send spells in this thing again. I can't remember.
Let's send it to the game log. If
Sounds
we can find it,
about
shall
right.
we? Is it a cantrip?
There is an attack included in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's it.
It's a spell attack, basically.
The one next to
Yeah.
the target takes damage.
But that's it. Yeah. So I think I just make a normal attack with
A normal attack.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, it's a normal melee attack, yeah.
and then it does the weapon's normal attack
Mm-hmm.
damage. I guess 20 hits.
20 definitely hits, yes.
As it does that, and then it jumps to the fire, kind of leaps to the pirate next to this one. This one. Oh, yeah. It
You-
leaps next to that one, and it takes. Where was my spell attack bonus?
It says 4 here, at least,
Is it
on the thing you linked.
Oh, spell.
But I don't know.
Yeah. 4. Yeah. I think.
So you're going to strike the one in front of you, and then the pirate behind him
Yeah.
as well. And is that...
Yeah. Then the pirate behind him takes 4 points of damage, I think.
So the one in...
1d8 plus your casting modifier.
No.
At fifth level.
That's at 5th level.
Yeah,
at
that's-
1st level, it just jumps with the spell casting modifier. Yeah.
Oh, yes, because at 5th
Oh,
it does extra damage. Okay, so... You draw
Yeah.
your short sword as you go moving in, and as you run your hand over the blade, it sprouts green flames, and you strike true, sticking your sword into the pirate, and his leather immediately catches fire, and he starts screaming, "Ah!" as he steps backwards, falling into the ocean, dead.
Nice.
The flame, as soon as it strikes that one,
Sure.
leaps onto the next one as well. Let me just make a save for that guy's armor. Alright, his armor doesn't catch fire, however, he has taken the 4 points of damage. Anything else? Extra movement?
I think that. Actually, would I be able to? I think I only move 5 foot. Would I be able to get to the other ship? Or would that be next time?
Next turn. I mean, what you can do is you can move up and take the place of the pirate who's just fallen into the ocean dead.
Yeah, I'll do that. Cool. That's it, yeah.
Alright. Right, next up are... I've only got 2 pirates left. So, this one in front who's being surrounded is going to use his cutlass. And seeing as he's just been caught on fire, mind you, he doesn't have the intelligence to realize... Let me actually roll. Okay. He's not going to go for you, Yelena. Instead, he looks around him, lets out a little squeak, and turns and dives overboard into the water.
Can I smack him?
Yes, you can get an action. I
This is. I feel bad for him.
Well, I thought I'd roll morale for him, you know. He's just seen his mate next to him burn up and fall backwards into the ocean, and he's decided, yeah, I'm not having any of this. So you and all the 3 pirates around him get a free attack. So, Yelena, you're first to go. Oh, 16, yeah, you hit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, and as he turns and tries to dive into the water, you manage to cleave him with your short sword. And he falls screaming, dead. Ah! A resounding splash in the bottom of the ocean as the body disappears. Let's get rid of that one, and let's get rid of that one. Right, my
She's
other...
not Jarlena, she's the victor.
Right, my other sailors are going to... He's going to move to there and halt. Wow, we haven't lost one sailor yet. Right, next up is Lunan.
Yes, I will walk up a little bit and I will try to hit Miss El Capitan.
Okay, he's 50 feet away.
Another guiding bolt. Yeah, guiding bolt has 120.
Excellent. Right, that definitely
I believe
hits.
that should hit.
As you're concentrating
Wow.
on him, Lunan, why don't you roll a perception check for me, please? Okay, so you notice that the captain is very well dressed. He's got like scale mail armor of all things on deck. He looks to be quite dexterous. His balance is very, very good whilst he's on deck as well. That's all that you discern from here. But that hits him, and he takes 11 points. Wow.
So the 24 did not hit?
That bolt hit, yes.
What?
Your guarding bolt?
Then I will roll damage. Yeah, I will roll the damage.
Oh, sorry, I thought you did 11 damage. My bad.
You said roll perception. That was the perception.
Yeah, so... Now roll damage.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
I know,
I think
right?
I've given him 2 of those now.
Clerics are just healers? Never mind that.
Yeah, I know. Goodness me.
Not Lunan.
Is he alive?
Wow. Okay.
An advantage for the next attack.
Oh, that's advantage on the next attack. Whoever... Is it a melee attack, or is it
Any attack, I think.
any
But
normal...
before the end of my next turn.
So that's the first
It's
person.
one attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was radiant damage as well. Cool. Anything else, Lunan?
I'm good.
Alright. Then next up is Mr. Pennyworth. And Mr. Pennyworth is going to move a little bit further up the deck, and he is going to... he's going to move up to here, and he's like... Alright, lads! Give these salty dogs a lesson! Come on, then! And shouts words of encouragement to his sailors. The 3 sailors that you can see who are heading towards the captain on the other deck get advantage on their next attacks. That is his action.
It's only one, I think. Okay.
Go on.
No, I thought you were talking about guiding bolt. Didn't realize that it was Pennyworth. Sorry.
Yeah, Pennyworth's special ability, because he's a ship's captain. So he can give his sailors who are in battle advantage on their next attack.
Amazing.
Double advantage.
Valrus, you are up next.
Yep. He's going to move next to Yarlena and attack the captain with a firebolt.
Okay. A 19 hits.
Alright. There we go.
9 points.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
So he's taken 28 points of damage, and he is now bloodied. Oop, marker. Let's take that off and that on. Okay. Right, next up then, Marius.
Ooh. Let's see how far I can move. So he's measuring 60 feet for spells. I'm like, what? I can move 30 feet. What is this?
I think the captain's, where are you? He's 130 feet away from
Over
you.
there. Yep. There is not much I can do. I'm just gonna like tiptoe across.
You're...
This little bit of...
Okay.
And just hit. Oop.
Alright, then the... Is that you done?
Yeah, I have my mage armor up, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so let's see. 40, 70. Right then, it is... These... Wait, one of them... Only one of them could make it to the captain. Okay, so... One sailor rushes up to the captain and engages with him. Let's just bring up, and he gets advantage. So he gets a 14 and a 19. Nice. So one of them is a hit. 22. And he does 6 points of slashing damage. Alright. The other one is going to swing across to there, and this sailor is going to swing across to there. Yes. Oh, did I close that?
Yeah.
Bugger, hold on. Right, next up then is our captain. So. Let's just bring up his character sheet.
No,
Right.
it does his multi-attacking
He
skill. So
is holding a scimitar, and he is going to move, so he's in between the two of them, and he's going to attack the one chap in front of him twice, and the other pirate, the other sailor. So, with his scimitar and his dagger, let's first roll the damage for the scimitar. So he does 4 points of slashing. And he does 6 points of piercing. Okay, and then he's going to use his scimitar again on the same sailor. Where's my roll? Oh, did I roll damage instead? No, a d20. So, okay. I can't believe this guy is still standing. On 1 hit point, the sailor is still standing. Alright, and the captain is going to use his special ability. And actually, no, he has to wait for that. Next up is... That's his turn. So, Vargo, next up is your go.
Yeah. Make the captain do a wisdom saving throw for me, please. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead again.
You're gonna cast Toll the Dead. Oh dear. What DC?
14.
So that's a fail.
Ouch.
Then he takes 5 points of necrotic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move. My movement doesn't let me go to the other ship, correct?
Correct.
Then I'm gonna stand next of Jarlena.
Okay.
Hey.
Righto. Then next, is that your Is that your thing done?
Yep.
Okay. Then, next up is the Lady Syndra, and she's cast Fly on herself, so she is going to then move through the air. In fact, she's just going to fly across this way, and she is going to cast. Syndra first casts Cone of Cold. If she can, yeah, right. Okay, she's going to try and cast Cone of Cold. I need to position her correctly for about there. Let me just make sure she can move that far. That's 110 feet. Um, 60-foot flying speed, so she won't be able to get that far at all. Okay, so she is going to cast Magic Missile from where she is then. Yeah. And she's going to cast it at the person right at the back. So it's 120-foot range. Okay, so she... Let's say she'll use it at a higher slot as well. She can only do 60, can't she? Okay, so she's there. Oh yeah, okay, Magic Missile just goes through. Cool, okay. Right. Alright, so 5d4, and she is going to do... Is it 15 points of damage? Alright, to the figure, the elf, cowled elf at the back of the ship over there. And that is her turn altogether. So, top of the next round, and you notice the fires on decks begin to start growing and spreading. Ooh. I'm going to... I don't want to put too much flame on here, but the whole starboard side of the ship is starting to burn now, including... I'll just put where the fire comes up to. Down to there. Alright. Almost everything beyond this line of flames on the top end of the ship is starting to burn quite a lot. The sails have started to catch fire as well. It is Dusted Cold, your turn.
Can I just confirm something?
Yes.
to get to this guy, this chappy over here, you have to enter through these 2 points, right?
Which guy you?
The elven chappy up here.
Yes.
So you can only access through here, which is now a flame.
I mean, as a tabaxi, you could easily climb the rigging and get to him. Don't forget, there's sails on this ship as well.
Because I would like to use feline agility to double my movement.
Okay.
I think it's called feline agility. And then just see if I can get close to him. Like here or something.
Your movement is how much?
My movement is 30 and 20 climbing, but the thing is, as I measured it before everything went to shit, I can move 12 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 should be able to get me there. But now with all the fire everywhere,
I would say,
it's a little more...
if you roll an acrobatics check for me, and if you get a 15 or higher, then I'll let you get there. Because that is...
Yeah, that's a deal.
That's like
that's
a hard
because we know exactly how my acrobatics checks has been so far, so that's a deal, definitely. Yep. I cannot get there. So I guess he's
I would say with an 11...
by the flames.
With an 11, you can probably get to the dead body on the tiller or on the helm.
So here.
Yes. And I will say you can choose to either be in the rigging or you can land on the deck, whichever is your choice.
It's probably better to land on the deck for this one.
Okay.
So I'll do that.
Alright, cool. Any ranged attack or anything, or is that your whole turn?
No, because I would have to get rid of my shield again, and I mean, this switching back and forth was going to be the end of me, but at this point, no ranged attacks.
Alright, in which case, then next up is Yelena.
She's gonna swing over to the other ship.
Okay.
How much of her movement would that be?
So from where you are, it's 10 feet to swing over.
Okay. Just trying to figure out where they're stood. She'll just move up here and oops, there. It doesn't quite. Okay. And she's gonna cast a Ray of Frost at the pirate guy.
The pirate guy.
Well, the pirate captain. Sorry.
The captain. Yeah. Okay.
The pirate guy. Yeah.
Bear with me. With a 14, it misses, unfortunately. So it just goes wide. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably just move up a little bit more. I think I can go there. That'll be it.
Alright. Next up. Next up is my pirate at the back. And he is going to... He's going to use his action to cast a spell at you, Dusted Coal. Let me just make sure, because the range is 30 feet. Good. Okay, so... he needs to make a ranged attack. Why don't I just... Oh, it's not on his character sheet. So he's going to cast Witch Bolt. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration. And you can use it automatically, so...
It's an action, doesn't it?
It is an action, and yes, it is his action. He has to roll.
Has to beat 18.
Okay, so he gets a
That he does.
he gets a 21. Right. Oh wow, and he hits you for 10 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
And he is going to use his movement then. He is going to 1, 2, 3. Use his movement to disappear below decks using the stairs. Okay.
Doesn't he have to be able to see his target?
To keep the witch bolt.
For concentration, yeah, that's only if he wants to continue dealing damage.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to move him off the map. Okay, he's there. Right. Next up then is Lunan.
Okay. So since he disappeared, I will cast Toll the Dead on the captain.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Another
14.
Another wisdom saving throw. Oh,
Made it.
I get natural 20. Amazing. Duck and dive and dodge.
I move up to here. Each square is 5 feet, or is it 100? Because 10 feet, because
10
the ruler
feet.
says 10 for each.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay.
Each square should be.
Now I'm moving. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is that it? And then
Yeah.
Mr. Pennyworth is up next, and he's run out of daggers. Okay, so he is going to swing across and move up to there. Right, next up is Valrus.
Boy. He's going to just stay there and repeat last round and shoot another firebolt.
At the captain.
Missing, I believe. At the captain, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you need a 16 to hit him. So that unfortunately is a miss.
And he's just going to stay there. Then.
Alright, then it's Marius up next.
Oh, I am back. I died last round. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay, as long as you're back.
I'm back. Just simply had to go and turn off several other things that were taking up space.
It's your
On the
turn,
bandwidth.
Mr.
Cool.
Marius.
I'm going to move there and I can't hit anyone, so...
You
I
gonna
think.
cast a spell?
Can I hit this guy? I can hit this guy. Cool. Another whiz save, please.
What are you casting?
Dissonant Whispers again, because I can.
Dissonant Whispers. You and your Dissonant Whispers. Let's... Oh wow, okay, so that's the 3d6, isn't it?
Or half damage on a successful save.
Alright. A wisdom saving throw. Where's my natural 20? Oh.
You
Dusted
whisper him to
cold.
death, maybe.
Okay, he fails. He fails quite badly. Did you roll
See,
damage?
I'm making mistakes with whispers,
Whisper to me
and
something.
all the whispers say is, "I'm gonna throw you in the arse." Yeah, that's it. It just says, "I'm gonna throw you in the arse."
Arse.
You roll the damage.
I see.
Because you hit my sheet and then turned off it, so It didn't roll. It's slightly broken it.
Yeah, no,
Damn it,
3d6 has
Stefan.
just come up with an ellipsis, so I think you're going to have to re-roll.
There we go.
Here you go.
Yeah, I've rolled the second one.
Uh-huh, and what was it?
Yeah, I've rolled it. There we
11.
go. It's 11. Half to 5. Not 5 because he succeeded.
Sorry? Half to 5. What?
11 points damage, and he has to run away as fast as he can.
Okay, so, before that happens, the 11 points, you cast your Dissonant Whispers. Can you roll a perception check for me, please, Marius, from where you are?
What happened if I just said no? Like, no, I don't think I can. No, let's roll it. Oh, that's laggy.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
A 14. Okay. And Yarlena, from where you are, can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Oh boy.
And actually, Loon and you as well, because you've attacked him. In fact, Valrys, were you attacking the captain? If you were looking at him, roll a perception check for me.
Everyone?
Anyone who was attacking the captain.
Yes, I was.
Dusted Cole wasn't, so I can't ask you to roll a perception.
Damn you, DC.
Okay, so
Nice.
wow,
Don't worry
Valrys.
about it.
Okay, so Valrys is the only person who actually notices it. The captain, as soon as you cast your Dissonant Whispers, Marius, you notice it taking hold, and you see the eyeballs start to pop, and he starts to get that fearful look on his face, and as he drops to his knees, he's about to fall over dead. A small flash happens. Now, he then uses his bonus action, doesn't he? Okay. Valrys, from your perspective, what you see is a ring on his finger shatters, and little fragments of white crystal fly off his ring finger as he drops to one knee, and then as he falls, he ducks and rolls. And you notice him looking back at Marius with a look of fear on his face as he moves away to there.
He has to move up to his speed.
So 30
Far where is
feet.
he? Yeah.
This one pirate will get a free attack at him, an attack of opportunity as he goes past. And what
How did
you
he
all-
move?
Pardon?
How did he move? Did he go past Yelena?
I'm gonna say Yelena, she's not in range because she's got a short sword, so that's 5 feet.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
alright.
Enough, we're checking.
But the
Oh, that's 20.
pirate
Cool, that.
rolls a natural 20 and he gets a crit as the pirate captain rolls past. What you do also notice, Valrys, is that he is no longer bloodied.
Oh boy.
Alright. Marius, how long does the Dissonant Whispers last? Just one turn?
It is. It's just their one turn. Just use a reaction there,
Okay.
and then he's free. It's only a first level spell.
So, next up then are the sailors, and they are going to, this one's going to pursue, and this one's going to pursue. And these guys are going to try and cut him off over there, and there. So these two get to attack. Oh, wow. So the first pirate gets a 19, the second pirate only gets a 4. In fact, that's a critical fumble. So he will... Anyone who attacks him next round will get advantage, but the guy who hit scores 5 points of slashing damage. Alright. Okay, the pirate captain has been... He's taken damage. Let's go down then. Next turn, it is actually the pirate captain. So, he is going to turn around and he's going to get his 3 attacks. He's going to use 2 scimitars on the chap who fumbled critically. And then he's going to use his dagger attack on the one who's standing. So, firstly... Right, that's a hit. And the roll with advantage is a 23, that's a hit. And the 11 is a miss. Okay, so... Right. He does manage to kill one of those. And he did... Oh, I didn't roll the damage for the scimitar, didn't I? Alright, and he does 9 points of slashing damage on this other guy. So this other pirate in front of him is severely bloodied. Right, that is the pirate captain's turn, and he turns around and shouts, "Come on, you dogs! You cannot kill Monty Fuller, the Undying!" Right, next up in the order is Vargo.
Yeah, and you say something about him no longer being bloodied.
Correct.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Vargo is gonna ask Lady Sylvain, do we want him alive?
Okay. She's currently floating about 40 feet at the crow's nest height on the ship above you. And she... We don't need him alive. We don't need him alive. Scurvy dogs. Scurvy.
Say no more. And Vargo is gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. And... yeah. He's gonna cast another Toll the Dead.
Oh, okay.
So, Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Righto. 1 second. Wisdom. Oh, and Monty fails. He gets an 8.
Yep, so a bell tolls in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets 9 points of necrotic damage.
9 points.
Does it seem like he took the damage, or...?
He does take the damage, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yep, he's definitely
Then
taken the
that's-
damage.
Then that's my turn.
Okay, then next up is Syndra, and she is going to use her full movement to 60 foot across. Okay, so she's going to fly across to there. Is that 60? Yeah. And she is going to cast, while she's flying... she's going to cast Detect Magic, actually. Yes. And its range is only 30 foot. Okay, that's interesting. She's going to do it in any event, though. Alright, that's her go. Right, top of the order then. Oh god, I didn't realise. Shoot.
Will she lose her flight?
No, I didn't realise that my sailors ran into the fire, the burning wood.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Whoops. Okay. So they're going to take damage.
Loyal sailors.
That is loyal sailors, isn't it? In fact, yeah. Well, let's... Seeing as the captain also did the same thing, let's say they've... close to getting burnt. They've managed to dodge a couple of bits and pieces, but one of them definitely is on fire. Alright, let's put that there.
The man standing exactly in the fire.
Yeah. Let's put it up there. Okay, Dustin Cole. Dustin Cole, it's your turn.
Yeah, I don't have that much movement to follow this man, so here, I guess. Can I
Okay.
see him from here?
From where you are, yes, you can. He is just down the stairway, and he looks like he's moving away from you. In fact, what I can do is I can...
How far is he from me, almost? Can I discern that?
Yes, you can. Why hasn't that worked?
I know, that's why I'm asking how far he is.
Ah, there we go. Good. Okay, so... There's the stairwell. I don't know if you can see it, and he's there. If you zoom out on your map, you can see the second level
Yeah,
of the
let
ship.
me just zoom out a bit. Over there, yeah, okay.
Oh,
So he is within dashing range, so I can get in with dash. There we go.
correct.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to to heal myself a bit, because I don't want to suddenly go down just to a crit witch bolt.
Okay.
So that is how do I roll this? It probably don't say. So let's try roll 1d10 plus 2. 9 hit points.
What are you healing yourself with?
What is called the second wind.
Okay.
Which is once per short rest. Yeah, once per short rest.
So it's not a potion, so it's not automatically full.
No. It is a roll.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So that means you're just one shy of your max, yeah?
Yeah. So took 10 damage, healed 9.
Cool.
That's okay. I can dig it.
Okay, then is that your turn over?
And bonus action. And move. Turn over, yeah.
Okay. In which case then it is Yelena.
Okie dokie. She's gonna run here, I think, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
And can I put? And she's gonna cast Booming Blade.
Booming Blade.
As she hits it. Yes, in case he moves. I assume he's running further away.
He ran as far as he could on his movement and then turned and attacked because the Dissonant Whispers had finished. So he's...
Oh god, if Dissonant Whispers comes up again and he runs off the side. With the booming blade as well. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
So,
Unfortunately, he avoids obvious state.
so you need...
Yeah,
it's
for
an
sure.
attacking cast, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I can't post it, I don't think. I'm
I've-
not sure how you post things. I know I've done it
I've
once,
done
but
it.
I can't remember how to do it. Oh, thank you. So yeah, she'll hit with her short sword. I have a feeling that a 15 probably misses.
It actually just misses, unfortunately.
Oh, goddamn.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I have blast up either still.
Do you not have any inspiration or anything?
It's been too- no.
That's unlucky.
No. So that is it for me then, I think.
Okay. Just next up then is, whilst you are there, the ship...
Oh wait,
Go on.
sorry. Because I'm flanking, is it a +1 or 2?
In fact, you are flanking, so you do get a +2, yes. So that does hit. Well remembered. I'm sorry, I forgot about that as well.
Very good.
I
Save,
completely
Rich.
forgot, and then I looked at it and I was like, well, oh yeah, I did move there for
I
a
was
reason.
keeping track when it was the pirates attacking, but with the sailors, I just didn't keep track of it. Oh yeah, well done, Rachel.
And the sailors are on our side.
Oh hell
He's
yeah.
got way more enemies left. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, and then if he moves 5 feet or more before my next turn, he takes 1d8.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so that's it. So he takes 9 points and then 1d8 if he moves.
So he takes 9 points of damage now, and then...
Yeah.
Okay, so he is now bloodied.
Yeah.
Right. Remind me if he moves, he takes damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then Dusted Coal and the chap that you're chasing are actually on the main map just over here, because the stairs lead under the forecastle. Why doesn't the map go perfect? Okay, I'm going to put them both over here. So, this guy is going to cast a spell, and he's going to cast Misty Step. Now that he's being chased. In fact, mind you, he is first going to turn Dusted Coal and attack you. As he, with his dagger in hand, he turns around and he says something in Elvish that you can't quite make out. I need to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and he attacks you with his little dagger. And he gets it's actually a 19, not a 20. Dusted Coal.
That still hits because it's 18. Yeah, it's 18 he has to beat, so he hits me.
Alright, he sticks you with the dagger. Poof. And as you take 1 point of damage. But he's attacked you and he... Then, as he's about to step, he casts Misty Step as his bonus action. And he teleports 30 feet to an unoccupied space. Let's put him there. Is that 30 feet? No, let's be fair and do it there. Okay. And he pops up right near you, Yelena. That's his move.
Is that guy an enemy?
Oh no.
Right,
That
next.
guy's an enemy. Where was he?
He was under the forecastle in front of Dusted Coal, who's like underneath here.
Well, like right in front of them.
Yes. He came down the stairwell
Dusted Coal gets an attack opportunity then.
with Misty Step.
No, because not with Misty Step, I think.
No, not with
It's the only time it says is that you teleport, and there are certain things. I know that Shadow Step and Face Step, the Dungeon Master version of Eladrin, allows them not to take opportunity attacks, but unless it says so, you get an opportunity attack.
So that would be
The risk of Misty Step as a win.
But is it when it's teleport, not movement? That's the point, because I think opportunity attack specifically says...
with movement and Misty Step.
Fair enough.
You
Cool.
don't actually step, you just teleport straight away.
When a hostile creature you can see moves out of your space. Yeah, moves. God, that's interpretation bullshit.
Yeah, there's you can avoid provoking an opportunity attack by taking the disengage action. You also don't provoke an opportunity attack when you teleport, or when someone or something moves you without using your movement action or
There you go.
reaction.
Second,
Otherwise...
unless you have Mage Slinger, I think.
Because I think, doesn't Vargo have Misty Step?
Someone did, I think.
Someone did, yeah. I'm sure one of you did. Because, so, yeah, no opportunity attack. However, I mean, he is right next to Yelena, but again, he hasn't moved into range, he's just appeared.
I hope he doesn't do anything.
All right.
Like,
It was
So,
yeah, Sentinel
Lunan.
and Mage Slayer would fix it. Damn it.
If I may, I would like to move here as my movement,
Yep.
if I can.
Absolutely.
And I would like to make the bells ring around this guy's head. Wisdom saving throw.
Around
on the
the
Really
captain
likes
or
them
the elf?
elf.
The sea elf. Now that Yolena, you notice he's a sea elf, just by the way. Alright, so I need to roll a wisdom save, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, why do I have such bad wisdom? Oh, but I get a 17.
You managed.
Can you actually see the name of my guy when he rolls?
Not the
Wizard.
second.
Hey?
Pirate wizard.
Oh, so you know he's a bloody
Pops up
wizard.
the-
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I was being
Not the
sneaky.
big pirate wisdom, unfortunately.
Oh, darn.
Oh, he's been casting spells and shit. Yeah, definitely sneaky. We never know.
Mm.
My pirate wizard. Okay, so I can actually say it in. The pirate wizard rolls a 17. And he saves, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, he said.
Anything else, Luna?
And that's my action.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Next up is Mr. Pennyworth, and he is going to move his full movement as well, 30 feet to there. He's already got rid of his dagger, so he doesn't have any range attack. That's his turn. Valrus, you'll go.
Yes. I will move there to the side of the ship. Is it possible to see at all from this distance whether or not the captain has more rings of similar shapes, colors, sizes?
Roll a perception check, and I'll give you advantage on it.
Alright. That's one. And that's the other. Not great.
No, you cannot tell.
Alright.
In the heat of combat, you're unable to see.
I will assume that he doesn't have another one.
Okay.
And I will attempt to hit him with a frostbite, which is a con save. I believe I can, yes. 50 feet.
He's exactly 50 feet from you.
Yes. Frostbite is 60 feet.
Okay, yeah. So he gets a constitution save.
Yes.
Alright, and he rolls an 18
20,
plus 2,
that's-
20.
Succeeds. No damage.
No damn it. Oh, sorry, Valrus. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, next up is Marius.
Cool. I'm going to move up to next to Valrus. I'm going to Eldritch
You're going to Eldritch Blast the
Bastard because Warlock, the pirate captain.
Monty Fuller.
8.
Is that 8 to hit or 8 damage?
There's 8 to hit.
Okay, that just misses.
So close to that 20.
Yeah.
How does that just miss? What happened to the guy?
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Right then, my guys. Sorry, the sailors first off. The sailor in front of the pirate captain is going to have an attack. Oh wow, he gets a 23. That's pretty damn good. And he does 2 points of damage.
Doubled because you got on that 20.
Was it a natural 20? Oh!
Yeah. You rolled 2 nat 20s so far.
Hurrah! Actually, mind you, it's not doubled because
Slashing damage.
the natural 20 rule that we're using is maximum damage
the
of your
actual roll,
weapon
isn't it?
plus the roll. So roll 2 plus 6, so he does 8 damage.
Sweet.
8 So, yeah, actually. Oh, Monty Fuller is not looking good. That natural 20 did some damage.
Hell yeah. That's one good sailor right there.
Right.
It was straight for the jugular.
These guys are actually going to have to run around here because I don't want them to get burned to death. So they move out of the way.
Since when does that stop them?
Since I've forgotten about the fire.
Your guys, eh?
I know.
Does
I
it
know.
look like the ship will does it look like we could, in theory, put out the fire?
At the moment, no. The ship seems to be burning quite profusely. It's now been round 4, I believe. So most of the top deck is starting to burn through planks and logs. The masts are all gone. But planks and logs seem to be burning through to the underside as well. I will let you roll a perception check at the end of this turn for everybody as well. But firstly, it is Monty Fuller's turn. And he is going to attack the sailor in front of him with a scimitar. And then, Yarlena, he's going to attack you twice. So, let's go for the scimitar first. The sailor in front, which he hits. And he does 9 points. And the chap is already on 9 damage, so this guy is... Right, he kills the chap in front of him with one piercing thrust of his scimitar. Swings around at you, Yarlena, and he attacks you scimitar dagger. And he gets a 21 with a scimitar and an 11 with a dagger.
My reaction to cast shield. I don't. Oh wait, no, wait. What are they actually? I don't know if shield will actually work because he got a 21.
And 11.
The 21 will still hit even with shield.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it then.
But the 11 misses anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 5 points of slashing damage from the scimitar.
That's not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it's piddly damage. And he is... He hasn't moved. You need to use an action to disengage, don't you? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's included, is it? Yes. +3. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any special other abilities, so he's okay. So that's the end. So it is Vargo, your turn.
Looking at the ship, noticing that it's getting on fire.
Mm-hmm.
We have to end this quick. And he's gonna cast magic missile on the captain.
Oh, okay. No save, or just straight magic missiles.
Yep. So that plus ×3, so 9 points of damage.
You don't want to roll 3d4, you just want to do 9 points of damage. 3d...
Oh, if you allow it, sure, I will roll more times.
I would personally, when it's magic missile, I'd rather you roll 3d4 plus 3. You don't have to.
There you go.
Oh well, it ended up 9 anyway.
God
It
damn
ended up
it.
9.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
That I ship quickly. We don't want any more people to die today.
So, your magic missiles.
Just casually throwing magic missiles.
As you spy the captain from across the deck, you fling your hands out and cast your magic missile, and 3 glowing bolts fire from your fingers, slamming into the captain. One hits him in the chest, and he staggers back and he looks up at you. The other two slam into his chest. The first one takes him to his knees, and then the second one just makes him slump over backwards, knees still folded underneath him, as he lets out a "Arrgh!" And he says, in his dying breath, What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
You.
Arr, you'd think so, but a pirate's first love is always the sea.
Oh my god. I'm out. Sorry.
Hi, Stefan. I'm not dealing in this.
Also, immersion ruin.
Okay, guys, so,
magic missile darts strike simultaneously.
They do, but for dramatic effect, he's just killed him. They, slam into his chest one at a time.
Okay, so now I am under the effects of Tasha's hideous laughter, and on the floor, agonizing.
Unable to get back from the burning ship.
Yeah.
Okay, and the Lady Syndra's turn then. Alright, you hear her shouting, "Let's end this!" And from the top she also casts Magic Missile, and she's going to cast it at her maximum level, I suppose. So...
9.
Yep, 9. So that is...
What?
8d4 plus the original is 9d4, isn't it?
Are you casting magic missiles at 9th level?
Yes.
I love you.
They all do the same damage. As for attacking different people.
She's
So
ridiculously powerful.
that plus 9.
Plus 9, yeah. So she burns the 9th level slot, and you just see this barrage of magic missiles fly down towards the elf as he's attacking Yolena, and they just all slam into his body at once because, somebody said they'd do that.
I'm sorry. They can all hit one after the other as well.
It's like throwing a handful of nails at
Yeah.
someone. Just eat.
I want to get to 17th level just to do this. Exactly this. Amazing.
And as you see in those old gangster movies, those mafia gangster movies with the little Tommy guns, his body starts shaking, tick, 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 and he falls backwards. Slowly smoke starts rising from his clothes as the sea elf is dead beyond recognition.
I'm surprised he's still there.
Right. A roar from the crew and the sailors go up. Roar! And applause for the new people. Syndra comes flying down and lands on the deck. Everybody roll a perception check for me, please.
So I've got 5 guys being impaled by a blister bolt, and I've got a dude being full-on Tommy gun smoked by magic missile bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate being the group artist, man.
Nah, you love it.
15.
Valrus, you're rolling really well on your perception.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, Lunan as well. So, Lunan from on deck, you're the closest, and so if anyone got a 15 or better, you start to hear what sounds like some screams from below decks on the pirate ship.
Oh. Do they have prisoners down there?
It's a slaver trader. Oh god.
The screams start getting louder as you can see the flames start eating the deck of the pirate ship in front of you.
Assuming I heard that too, then, right?
Uh-huh. So, I mean, Valrus and Lunan, you hear it clearly.
Yes. I'll tell the two next to me that I think they had prisoners on deck. We should try and get them out and start moving to the other side, or on their ship, I guess.
Okay, so the ship that you're on at the minute, I'm just going to show you if you full screen. So that's the top of the ship. the forecastle and the aft castle. The deck of the ship where you're all standing at the moment looks like that. There are two staircases leading down in the center of the ship. One of them seems to be slightly burning, and you can visibly see below decks where underneath you can see what looks like a small elevator. The pulley system is almost operational, which is on the deck that you're on at the moment, between the two masts, the rigging. The one side is slowly starting to burn.
Mast here?
Yes.
Are we still in combat order?
Yeah, I'm gonna say let's keep the initiative order. Let me just take out a couple of these people from here. So, right, let's start at the top then. Obviously, first things first. Valrus and Lunan. Do you? Oh, one of you's already said you can hear screaming, haven't you? All right. In which case,
I will also tell the sailors in front of me. There are people down below. Let's help them.
Okay. Quick, boys! So you, Mr. Pennyworth, secure the mermaid's tail. The rest of you, we're going down below. Dusted coal. I say you first, sir.
Well, I don't have that. Well, I can still dash, I suppose. What is the safest way to get to this staircase? I guess that's past the this corpses here. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. So I would be able to get to the if we are zoomed out completely. So I would be able to get here, I guess, with dash.
Let's just use the ruler, because yours is 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, but with dash is 60.
Yeah, so you can get below decks. Actually, you can get further than there. You could actually get onto the elevator itself, but you're going to need somebody to operate it.
But then I can stand ready at least.
Yeah.
So moving on to here, I guess it is.
Mm-hmm.
Or how do you say?
I would say I'm going to move your token for you
There you
quickly.
go.
If I move you down to the middle over there. So you run down past down the stairwell around the corner, and you stand just on the elevator there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so then next up is Yarlena.
She'll follow after him. Is there something that needs to be turned? Sorry.
There is, yes.
Does she know where it is?
Yes, it is actually my bad. Let me just draw quickly. I'll show you if I grab the blue circle on the big map. Just underneath there, it is that. How do I describe it? That star-shaped winch system.
Oh, okay. So it's on the top deck that
Yeah.
she's currently on. Yeah, she'll go and turn it.
Okay, so you're going to move across over there to start turning. All right. Lunan.
I'm not sure how to share with you, but I'm casting Create or Destroy Water to create a 30-foot cube area over the elevator and the mast that was really badly on fire.
Okay, so you're going
And
to...
the rain extinguishes any flames.
Yeah. Good.
So more or less from her to here, kind of that in between that area I wanted to cover.
Okay, so mostly the flames there and there. Let's delete those. And delete that. Okay.
And then, was there a staircase here?
Yes.
I'm going down it.
Okay, so you're going to move down towards where Dusted Coal is then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move your token. So you'll come up around about there. Yeah?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so the top of the deck then gets doused in water, and above the elevator you manage to put out all of the flames and save the pulling system. Right then, next up is Valrus.
He is going to attempt to cross over to the other side and dash to onto the staircase down there, I believe.
Okay, so you're going to use all your movement, your dash, to get to the bottom of the staircase?
Yes.
Alright, I'll move you down to there then. Marius, you'll go.
Cool. I'm going to hop over onto this side of the boat. And I believe I have enough movement to go there. And I'm going to summon familiar to have it also start pushing, and I'm going to help push.
Okay, so you're going to help Yarlena with the pulley system.
Yep.
And Vargo?
Yeah, can you repeat me, please? What's the purpose of the pulling system?
There is an elevator where Dusted Coal is standing on, which appears to go down one level, where you can hear the screams coming from.
Yeah, then I'm gonna... If I use all my movement, will I be able to go downstairs? From where I am?
I would say you could... Yeah, I mean, you're dashing. I'll let you get down to the stairs next to Lunan.
Alright, and in my way down, I will tell the seaman to help with the elevator and go down.
Okay, so I'll move your token down then. Oh, my bad. Oh.
That was me, sorry.
I thought so. I was fighting. Okay, so the staircase in front comes out over there, so let's put you there, right next to Lunan. Okay, cool. So, all of you hop to action. Some of the sailors are going to go back across the boat, and they're going to start cutting some of the grappling hooks away. Mr. Pennyworth will use his movement. He will go back up to there, so when the ship breaks free, he can move out. Then Syndra, she casts Cone of Cold on the top deck on the aft castle to try and get rid of these flames. Alright, so she is busy. Right, let's turn the battle music off because we're no longer in battle. There we go, much better. Okay. Then the... Mr. Pennyworth lists, haven't he? So, the other sailors... Actually, my bad. They're going to take the bodies across with them somehow. And this guy's going to help move over there. Okay. Cool. Right. So, It is Yelena, Marius, and the other sailor. You guys put your backs into the winch and you start twisting and pushing, and you start to hear some creaking of ropes, dusted coal. As the elevator starts to begin to move, you find Vargo, Lunan, and Velris are all four of you getting on the elevator.
Sure.
I think.
No wrong.
If it sounded like the sound came from there, yeah.
Okay. The room that you are in, the woodwork above you has been burned through. Now that it's been doused in water, it's starting to create steam and a little bit of smoke, and it's stinging your eyes a little bit as well. It's kind of dark, and as you go down, but light from above does seem to come in to help light your way. But as the elevator dips below the floor level that you're on, you enter the base of the ship. Let me just... And you look around, it is pitch black. The acrid smell of urine and feces hits your nostrils as you manage to arrive on below decks. Looking around, you see barrels. It is very dim light down here. The only light is coming from one or two torches, lanterns hanging off the sides. Barrels line the walls on either side of the ship, and you hear the screams and the cries coming from the front of the ship where you are. Slowly, as you lend your ear, you can hear chains clinking and moving about. You slowly make your way to the front of the ship, right on the bottom, and there you notice naked bodies, chained up with manacles around their hands and their necks, and they're all linked together in a line, and you count 12 slaves currently chained to the front of the hold, hidden in between barrels and crates of, well, closed, but the open ones you can see are ballista ammunition. The slaves appear malnourished, dehydrated. Many of them look kind of gaunt. In fact, half of them probably won't survive another 3 or 4 days on board.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to set them free with my thieves tools.
Okay, so you're going to try and use your thieves tools. So
I will try to give him some light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
So you're going to cast light.
Yeah, on the shield.
Okay. You cast light, and the entire hold lights up in front of you. And you can see there are barrels and crates lining the hold of the ship. The slaves seem to have been penned in and forced and chained together so they can't move past the base mast closer to the elevator. And they're all cramped. The 12 of them are living on top of each other, basically. And you can smell the horrible living conditions that they've been in. You head over to one of the chains where it is bolted and locked into the side of the boat's hull. Roll your proficiency check for me, please.
First, I will ask Lunan, can you do that thing that you do and help me, please?
I aim the light towards him so he gets better vision.
Mm-hmm.
I was asking about guidance.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Neither did Lunan.
So you're getting light, damn it.
Yeah, you're getting light.
I'm enlightening you. Can't you feel the radiance of my goddess?
Okay, so what role do I have to do?
Thieves' tools is your proficiency, isn't it?
If I'm proficient, I think I can add my proficiency. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. They should be on your character sheet where it says a proficiency roll.
It might be dex and proficiency.
I think that's true, actually, yes.
Do I have an option in the character sheet to roll it from there?
I don't think so, actually. Well, roll a dex. Let me just select quickly. Roll your dex, and then you just add your proficiency.
Okay.
So if your dex was +2, then you just roll your +2. Oh,
So 18 plus 2.
yeah, perfect. Okay, so you bend over, pull out your thieves' tools, and fiddle with the locks, and no problem at all. They seem like they're quite old locks. They're not that difficult. They pop open. Boing. The one that you do. There's 3 or 4 others around, so you could do the same to all of them as well.
Okay. Do I roll or
No, I'm not going to. I'm going to say
do I
because
roll?
I think because in this instance it's only a 10 that you need to unlock these. So I'm going to say you're all good. However, it is going to take you 1 round, 1 action per lock. So while you're moving around unlocking them,
while you move,
go on.
Can I try and speed things up by, I don't know, melting some of the chains with acid splash, for example?
Oh yeah, you can go for it. You will need to roll an attack roll for me though,
Alright.
just in case, because if you fumble or miss, it might hit the deck.
Yeah,
There is always the option.
there we go. Ignore the firebolt.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. So you also put your hand against the chains and start melting acid through. Within two turns, you guys manage to unlock all of the chains being fastened to the hull of the ship. Most of the slaves are too weak to move on their own. What is your plan for them?
I will try to look for the. Are there kids in here?
Yes, there are. There are children and there are adults.
Okay, I will take 2 children with me and go upstairs.
Okay, so you move over to the elevator with 2 children. Are you going to try and carry 2 children, or are you just going to help them?
I'm gonna try to. I mean, if they can move by their own means, I will just guide them.
Mm-hmm.
If they cannot move, I will take them with me.
Okay, well then I'm going to say that you probably grab the 2 that you can see are in better condition than the others, and you slowly move them to the elevator. When you get them to the elevator, then you call up, and Marius and Yelena, I take it you're going to help pulling these people up to the top of the decks?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep working the elevator.
Okay. In the meantime, Syndra has flown around and she's managed to put out all of the fires on the ship as well. And she comes to land on the deck in front of you. Oh, these poor dears. Quickly, we must get them some food and some water. They must be severely malnourished. And perhaps we shouldn't keep them on this burnt husk of a pirate ship either. Let's transport them across to the Mermaid's Tail, shall we? Right. For the next half an hour, you all group together and you manage to move the slaves from the hold up the elevator on deck and then ferry them across onto the Mermaid's Tail. Unfortunately, the Mermaid's Tail does not have space below decks, so they are going to have to remain on the top of the deck unless you give them your rooms.
Yelena will, if she has a room on her own, Yelena will give them her room.
Yeah, same thing.
So you're going to give up your bunks for them, are you?
Yes. I mean, I do.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you going to clean any of the feces off them? Or are you just going to let them lounge around on Syndra's wonderful ship without being cleaned.
You're make me feel guilty for not picking prestidigitation. I will clean all of them.
In general, I would like to look for extra clothing on the pirate ship.
Okay. Where are you going to start? And is anyone helping you?
I would want to start on the floor where my character token is right now. I think around this. Who was it that was good with thieves too?
I was. Maybe.
Could you help me open these doors if they're locked? I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
Checking these doors are locked.
Yeah.
So you're all going to start.
Please take care of them.
You're going to start searching. Are you? Searching the ship.
I will
Yes.
look, at least. I don't know if the others are.
I'm going to help the slaves get back onto the other ship.
Yeah.
That's probably my efficiency in this.
Okay, so I would like if you while you're helping the slaves, then move on to the other ship. So Lunan, you're looking around the bottom area over here. Valrus, you are doing what?
I will probably tend to the slaves as well.
Okay. So let's just move the slave people below deck. So Varga, you're going to be, I assume, helping slaves.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Bargo will be helping them first.
And although, mind you, I did say that all of the slaves have moved across. Who's cleaning the slaves? Let's put it that way. Before they give up their quarters.
How many slaves are there?
12 of them.
12, yeah.
Could I lay on hands 1 point on 10 of them? Because I only have 10 points. On the ones that look the worst off.
The most malnourished. So you're just
The most
literally...
yeah.
You're not going to lay on hands, you're going to lay on a finger.
Yeah, pretty much. 10 fingers.
10 fingers, 1 HP each. Okay, so then I will say Yelena, so you, and who else is dealing with the slaves again?
I will deal with the slaves, and I will tie a rope to a bucket and try to fish seawater out to... because we are still in a warm climate, I think, so the water should be somewhat warm.
Yes. Do you want to move your character then next to Yelena's character? Your token.
Yep. Let me just zoom out again.
Zooming out. Okay.
Where is Yelena? Where is she hiding? Oh, there.
Yeah, she's hiding on the lower decks. Okay. So, the rest of you then are going to search the pirate ship, I take it?
Yes.
Alright, so... so you search the pirate ship from top to bottom. All the while, the crew of the Mermaid's Tail have been tying ropes to the aft of the Mermaid's Tail in the stern of the pirate ship. It's slowly been moving around behind. The pirate ship has a cargo hold full of goods and a chest full of plunder. The main deck has the following features. So, the stairs on the deck lead below. The covers which were in the floor to get to the elevator and the pulley system below have been burnt, as has the lifeboat, which is lying on deck covered by the tarp. There are barrels which contain weapons and ammunition littering the deck, and they are cutlasses, spears, hooks, as well as ropes and grappling hooks and crossbow bolts. The forecastle on the two scorpions which have grapple hook ammunition which are used for boarding. Below the forecastle there are 2 doors leading to a room. Let me reveal. Oh, fog. Square.
I will say that Bargo is gonna take a grappling hook for him.
Okay. Make sure you write on your character sheet your grappling hook if you're taking one.
Yep, I'm added it.
Alright. As you enter the double doors room below the forecastle, you notice that this appears to be what you would describe as an officer's mess. There is a wooden table with several stools and a writing desk. There are some papers detailing their voyage and places to plunder which are noted down. Many of them include areas off the coast. There is also a small chest in the room. The lid is not locked, it is slightly open, and you can see inside it contains ink and paper.
Bargo is gonna take a look at that.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's got ink, paper, there is a leather cover and an empty scroll case inside as well.
Yeah, inspecting it. Does it seem trapped?
Roll a... well, it's an inspection. If you're looking for traps, then it's your dex. Have you got... do you have... Find traps, thief abilities? Why don't you roll a perception?
Thieves tools actually lets me add my proficiency for searching for traps.
Go on then. Roll for me, would you please, sir?
Roll. Investigation?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can roll a dex plus your perception if you are also... able. Axel, yes, you find 50 foot of rope, no problem.
Awesome.
So, with a 22... no, wait. I'm still waiting for you to roll, aren't I?
Well, that should do.
Alright. So, you notice there are no traps. In fact, nothing looks... remotely mysterious or untoward about the chest and anything inside it. It's normal paper, normal ink. There's a leather cover which keeps the paper together, but the scroll case is definitely empty.
I will keep the scroll case, anyways.
Okay. Alright, moving to the back of the ship. Right, this was some barrels and whatnot. There were 2 doors over here, so... right, the doors aren't locked, and as you enter, you notice a double bed adorns the room, with a table in the center and 4 chairs surrounding it. Various charts of the waters surrounding Chult are laying about, and below, engraved onto the top of the table, is a map of Chult itself. 2 areas on the engraving appear important, as they contain a large X near them. A place called Jahaka Bay and east of Fort Balurian in the mountain alcove. There is also a chest which sits below the window looking after the ship.
Yeah. Which one of us are in the room at the moment?
I'm going to say that you're all searching together. If there's anything you're looking to steal, you would need to do a sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm. Shall we take them up?
I think this is exceptionally good to take.
So
would it fit in your new scroll case?
That's a good question. Yeah, will it fit?
There are... So, the table itself has been engraved. If you think of a wood carving, the table itself has got the engraving of Chult on it, the table.
Ooh.
So it's not a map per se. And sitting on the table are charts, papers of the waters surrounding Chult. So they show the reefs off the island, where to navigate, which parts of the coast have got deep enough under the water so that the hull doesn't grind on rocks, etc. So they are sailing maps around Chult. But the actual map of the continent itself is engraved onto the wooden table.
Is it detailed?
Sorry?
Is it extra detailed, or is it a good map?
Let me show you, I believe.
By the way, the chest is closed, correct?
Correct. Right. The
Oh my god, I love this. Oh.
The map looks something like this. As you can see, there's a few bits and pieces on the map which are added. Some names are engraved in there. The top of the map are the where you're headed into the Bay of Chult, and there's Port Nyanzaru where you're heading. There is a Fort Balurian, and there is an X which has got some writing in it, the Felspit. That seems to be important because there is an X on it. And then right down below the bottom left in Jahaka Bay, there is a big, near Jahaka Anchorage, an X engraved in over there as well on the map. On the table, I should say.
We found some spare papers, right?
Yes.
We could try to make a copy if these engravings are harsh enough. We could just use some charcoal or something to rub it off and get the...
Give yourself some inspiration for that. A charcoal rubbing. Brilliant.
Let's do that.
Okay. Righto. So, in fact, you grab some of the paper from the leather folder from the other room on the other side of the ship, come back, and you can break off any piece of wood that's been burned through and start making a rubbing of this. Okay. Just let me know at any... let me know at any time when you want to go back to this one. Let's switch back to the pirates.
Could I just get... Who was making the charcoal rubbing? Sorry for the summary.
I mean...
I could have done it. It doesn't matter.
You could all...
No, it's just...
You could all take a copy if you want one. I will say that, you know, if there's enough... There are enough pieces of paper that each of you can take it.
Can somebody help me with this chest?
Mm-hmm. The chest is quite large. It's a large wooden chest. So you approach the chest and you can see that there is a lock, padlock on the chest as well.
All right. Nobody's able to help me, correct?
Do you mean help you with your thieves' skills?
Yeah, I think nobody can. Okay.
No.
In that case, I'm gonna give guidance to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And try to open it.
Okay. Why don't you give me a lockpicking check, please? Roll.
Okay, so that plus my proficiency plus 1d4.
Plus 1d4. I mean, you don't really need the 1d4, do you?
I don't know. You say you tell me.
No, the lock springs open, no problem at all. You open the chest, and inside, you can see it contains a sack and a leather-bound book.
I open it.
Which one?
The leather-bound book first. I'm a wizard.
Okay. The leather-bound book seems to be an inventory of the cargo on board, and it reads 5 barrels of salted pork, 5 barrels of salted beef, 5 barrels of rum, 5 barrels of ale, 1 barrel of oranges, 1 barrel of bananas, 10 barrels of fresh water.
Okay. And the sack?
The sack, as you move it, it's scurvy prevention fund. The sack starts to jingle, and as you look inside, you can see it is filled with gold coins.
Yeah. How much? Oh well, we can leave it for later. Doesn't matter. Looking at the book, does it seem like it has something else, like maybe a code or something?
There is no code, but the book is, I mean, all of the front pages have been scribbled in. You can see it looks like the book has kept a track of the cargo that they have used for the voyages. Every time the ship has gone out, a line has been drawn through a page from the previous voyage, and then a new page has been started. So it's almost like keeping a diary of all of the cargo for the crew.
Nice.
Right.
All right.
Let's take a 10-minute break. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, let's have a 10-minute break
did
quickly.
Did we lose James for good, or?
James's internet is playing up. He is following on his mobile, but we haven't lost him for good. Unfortunately, he will still be with us.
Unfortunately, we haven't lost him for good.
What a shame.
Jesus.
No, he will be back though. His Wi-Fi is not doing so well. And to think I'm running this off a dongle, so maybe I'll send him my dongle when I'm finished. When we get our internet next week. Right, it is 9:40, so let's have a 10-minute break. And let's come back in 10, and then we will pick that up in a second. Where we left off. Everyone okay with that?
Yep.
Cool
Yeah.
beans.
Yeah.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Yeah, that went well.
Okay, so let's just have a look and see. A 6. Judging from your past experience, this sack contains more gold than you've ever seen in a lifetime. It's a large chest and a large sack. It's definitely in the hundreds.
Let me remind you that I had to pay a lot of fees to enter the magic school in the Citadel.
Okay.
Yes, but this is all in one place, right?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So I declare the party founds opened. The inauguration of the party founds.
This is for the inaugurational party, is that what you're saying?
This is considered the inauguration of the party founds, the party treasure.
Yes. The start.
Which you will keep a hold of alone.
Yeah, in my back
All
pocket.
transactions must go through.
He's the treasurer.
Yeah.
Eventually, I will be able to cast Demiplane, and we can have our own bank.
Awesome. So, I'm going to say then, for the next hour, you scour this level and the below decks, so I can just reveal. Let's take fog off. Do this. Yeah. Okay. So, you go on.
At some point, I also sit down and take 10 minutes to ritually cast Detect Magic just to see that there's nothing around left on the boat.
Okay.
Oh.
A question. Are you going to search the bodies of the dead pirates that you find as well?
Absolutely not.
If they are lying on the ship while I'm walking past them, if they have anything magical, I will notice it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking for a sword. If I see one lying around, I will pick that up as well.
Okay. Right, so You head below decks after you've already gone through the captain's quarters and the crew or the officers' mess. Below decks, you come across the main landing where the elevator was. The room used to be quite neat. You can see the burnt remains of shelves, oars. There is now a rope. There was a 50-foot rope hanging on the wall, which has now been claimed. There are hooks and spears attached to the walls, and on the south wall where you are, there is what looks to be a bunk. It is covered in linen and medical instruments such as bandages, balms, tonics. There is a jar of leeches and various other Lunan, you notice this as a small sort of like doctor's part of the ship. Anywhere that's ready to treat injuries, either through combat or any sailing mishaps. If you go on,
I think we should all just move over as much of it as possible to our ship for treating the hostages and any damage anyone took during the fighting.
Excellent. Okay.
Are we taking any of the food and stuff as well?
Probably.
How are you gonna transport like a barrel of water between the two ships?
Very good question.
Very slowly, I figure.
And
by throwing it in the ocean with a rope tied to it and then pulling it up on the other side.
That could work. So at the moment, you are searching through the ship and you're finding the stuff that you're going to transport. I'm not going to let you take it across straight away because while you're busy searching, the crew of the Mermaid's Tail have sailed slightly past the pirate ship and have hitched her onto the back. So they're actually now towing her behind, or they will be towing the ship behind. The main room on the aft of the ship is the crew's quarters. The double doors lead into a room filled with hammocks where the crew sleeps. There are curtains which close off the mess room at the back, and there is a kitchen snuggled into the prow of the boat. Nothing seems to be of value over here at all.
Guys, should we take all these hammocks so we have something to sleep in if we gave the old slaves our beds?
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
That is a good idea. Okay. So you spend some time rolling up the hammocks and transporting them to the top of the deck to ferry across to the Mermaid's Tail. You come back down and you notice there are 3 other rooms that you haven't looked at. The room to the north has got a single bed in it and a chest, and it appears to be the cabin of the pirate wizard. The room is well kept. The bed is neatly made. There is also a writing desk and a stool. There are 2 books lying on the desk. One of them is open, one of them is closed.
Does your detect magic find something?
I don't know. Do I notice anything from my... Do I see any magical aura on anything in there?
I'm gonna say yes. One of them appears, the open book, you can see that some of the writing appears to give off a small aura on the book. It's written in... What class are you?
I'm Arcana Cleric.
So, in which case, then you recognize it immediately as a wizard spellbook.
I'm taking a hold of it because I think we can make some use of it. If nothing else, maybe sell it.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm the wizard. I can make good use of that. I assure you. So one book is an spell book.
Yeah.
The other one.
You flip the other one open, and it is written in Elvish.
What's it about? I read Elvish.
Okay. It looks like it is a journal starting from the time that the mage joined the ship, which appears to have been dispatched 3 years ago. It dates back from the start. How long are you going to spend on the book?
I will put it away, and I will hand Vargo the wizard spellbook.
Thank you very much. I put it in my backpack and take a look at the chest. Is it closed?
It's not locked at all. No, it's not. It's closed, but there's no lock on it.
I open it.
Okay. Inside, it holds quill, ink, parchment, a clean shirt, as well as a pair of breeches.
Are those inks magical inks, special inks, the ones that are needed to transcribe from a spellbook to another?
There is magical ink, yes, but in this instance, a detect magic will reveal nothing. It is just normal writing ink for the journal.
Okay, so the inks, I will take the inks with me. Yeah.
Okay. The
and,
room...
and I will take the extra clothes, because that was the main point here, to find something for the
slaves.
slaves.
Yeah. Excellent. So the room below has got a hammock in it, and it appears to be the first mate's quarters. There are some boxes which seem to be serving as a table and a chair, and there is a case of rum as well in the room.
Yeah, Vargo doesn't drink.
And I'm not too interested in it either.
But I suppose we can, I don't know, investigate the room in case there is something else.
Okay, why don't you roll an investigation check for me?
Okay, are you helping me, Luna?
Sure, I'm helping him.
Alright then, you get advantage.
And I'm gonna guide myself.
Oh, okay, you're definitely looking for something big.
Yeah, thank you for the help.
With a 22, you do not find anything else of interest in the room.
I mean, at least now I'm sure.
But we did look it through from top to bottom.
Correct. So, you move to the final room at the end of the ship. The double doors lead into a storage room, and they contain all of the barrels and everything detailed in the journal that you found in the captain's quarters.
Okay, I'm looking for something that is not in the journal.
Okay, why don't you roll a d20 for me and add your proficiency modifier. I think it's going to be perception or intelligence.
So 1d20 plus my proficiency.
Yeah, and well, let's make it a perception or intelligence. Make it an intelligence, because yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so everything up to this point appears to be above board. Nothing has changed. The journal details everything else, but you haven't checked the hold yet. You barged in when you freed the slaves, and then you ferried them out. So if there is anything that you think that you're looking for specially, it is most likely where they kept all the slaves. Particularly any crew venturing down there would be dissuaded from spending too much time having to walk through piss and shit and whatnot.
Okay, so in the storage room, there is nothing out of the ordinary.
Correct.
I think I will go downstairs. Do you want to come?
I will find at least one casket of dried meat, which I think could be good to bring into the jungle with us.
Mm-hmm. A casket.
If it's not too heavy.
So, I mean, you could fill a sack with some dried meat if you wanted. That won't be too heavy. So, Varga, you head to the elevator. Obviously, you need somebody to operate the winch to let you down. I'm going to probably say that Marius is able to do that along with one of the other sailors. If you're happy with that.
I am.
Yeah.
Lunan, are you coming with me?
Sure, I'll join you. And I take out my mace and cast light on it. It's like a torch and hand it to you.
Yeah. Okay. How many more spells have you got to cast?
0. Light is cantrip.
Oh, of course, it's a cantrip. So, you stand on the elevator and you shout up to Marius, ding ding, and slowly he and one of the other sailors helps you down on the elevator. As you get into the hold, you take a look around, and there are various crates and barrels in here. It takes you about a half an hour to go through everything, but there are 5 barrels of rum in like huge oak barrels, which can only be transported 1 barrel at a time out with the elevator. There are 5 barrels of some other alcohol that must be moonshine or something, because you've never smelt or seen it before, so it must be a homebrew. There are 2 barrels of exotic spices, beautiful, pungent, aromatic spices, things you've never smelt before from a faraway land. There are also 2 barrels of what appear to be oil. Looking inside, you can see the slick, filmy substance, the liquid inside, and you recognize it straight away as oil. Lamp oil, cooking oil, in either one. There are 5 barrels of food. There's fish, salted beef, and salted pork. And go on.
I will take inventory, so I keep a track of what it is, but I will not bring anything with me, but I will report it to the captain in case he's interested.
Mm-hmm.
And the others.
In the aft of the ship, right at the back, you actually come across a number of open crates and chests which are filled with clothing.
Awesome.
Coats, hats, shirts, breeches. Many of them are slightly torn and tattered, but some of them look like they are wet weather clothing. There is a velvet cloak as well. It looks like a collection of booty, all of the clothes from people that they have, let's say, pirated.
I think we found the clothes of the people we rescued.
Do they have any extra canvas down here? In that case, I would want to use it as kind of bags.
Are you going to dig through the clothes to see?
I wasn't planning to. I was wondering if we could see any canvas around before, but otherwise I will just try to use the rope to tie up. Or could you lift the whole cask? Or not cask, but it was in... now I've lost all the words. What were you saying the clothes were in?
The clothes are sitting... A lot of them are sitting in crates, like open wooden crates. Some of them are just thrown on the floor in piles at the back.
So I think I will just do bulk moving of crates if I can lift them.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me, please.
I'm helping him if he wants.
With the lifting? Sure.
With the investigation?
I mean,
Okay, with a 15, that's good enough. As you're busy moving these crates aside and some of the clothes aside, your foot bumps into something sturdy, and you move some of the clothes out the way, and you can actually see 2 chests are hidden underneath all of the clothes. The chests are locked.
oh boy. Do you tell me?
Yeah. What's this? No, or it's more gonna be like, oh, my foot.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
What's that? Yeah. Why don't? Well, are the chests small, heavy?
They are the same size as the one in the captain's quarters, and they do appear to be quite heavy.
All right, then we will have to try to open them here.
Okay.
Please learn them. Put the light in front of me. I need to see.
You're holding it in the. I gave you my.
Yeah, you're holding.
My
Well,
mace. So you have it.
Yeah, but I will need my hands in order to open the crate.
I take it from his hand and put it on the floor in front of the crate.
Okay. I will cast a quick prayer to my God and guidance myself.
okay. So for lock check for number 1, please.
Okay, so that plus a d4. So 22.
22. The lock pops open. You wrestle the lock off the hinge, and do you open the chest?
Yeah, I opened the chest.
Okay. As you open the chest, the sparkle and shine of gold, coins, and gems blinds your eyes slightly from the glow of the mace coming off. The chest is filled with copper, silver, and some gold pieces, as well as some gems.
Man, these people were rich for being so weak. I go with the second chest.
Okay. Make a roll, please.
I mutter another quick prayer to my God. And so 14 plus a d4.
Mm-hmm.
So 15.
Okay. Try as hard as you might. The other chest, the lock just doesn't want to give up its secrets to you. It remains locked.
Okay. Is it heavy? Yeah. Can we carry it between the two of us?
Between the two of you, yes.
Okay. Then we carry both chests and the clothes to the elevator. Correct?
Uh-huh.
And then we ask to be transported up to the middle section when we have all the clothes and all the stuff. If we need to do 2 rounds, we will.
Okay. So it takes you a couple of runs, let's say, and you manage to transport all of the goods from the holds, both levels, to the main deck of the ship. You move the only major problem is half of the deck of the ship is ruined by fire, so it takes you a little bit longer than you thought you would, but by clubbing together, all of you, by the time night falls, you have transported everything of value from the pirate ship across to the Mermaid's Tail, and you are now fully prepared to continue. When the chests arrive on the deck of the Mermaid's Tail, the Lady Syndra comes over. Ooh, trinkets! And she moves over and just waggles her finger and says a knock knock word, and the lock springs open and she opens it up, and it looks like the other chest too is filled with copper, silver, gold coins, as well as gems, right to the top. Oh, this is a wonderful bounty. Why don't we move this into my cabins for now? It will come in useful later, particularly if we need to pay for your expedition. storing the gold and the gems in Syndra's cabin, and clothing the slaves, ensuring that they are slightly nourished and fed, and the pirate ship secured behind you, you set off and make sail for Port Nyanzaru. The bounty should be more than enough to finance the expedition into the jungle. After 2 days of uninterrupted travel, you hear a cry from the lookout. "Land ho!" You head up on deck and you make your way to the bow. It is bright and clear. The ocean is a deep blue mixed with dark green in places and light blue in others, and the small waves seem to sparkle in the sun. Birds circle the ship, squawking loudly, "Caw-caw, caw-caw," and every now and then diving into the ocean and coming up with fish. The mermaid's tail rises and falls with the swell of the ocean, and with every dip, salty seawater sprays from the bow across your face. Are you on deck or below?
Margot is on deck.
Uh-huh. Who else?
Duster will probably be on deck too. If he has stolen a pillow from Lady Syndra, he will definitely just sleep up there anyway. So,
Fair
yeah.
enough. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, with the shout of "land ho!" I take it that quite a few of you run up on deck to see the land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In the distance, you can see the 2 fingers of land jutting out towards you that make up the Bay of Chult. From the tip of the southern jutting outlet all the way down the coast, you can see white cliffs and a mountain range running the length of the land. The finger to the north is green, covered with thick, dense trees. An hour later, and you start to make your way into the bay itself. Far in the distance, you catch a glimpse of Port Nyanzaru, the sunshine glinting off the buildings. But that is not what draws your attention. As you're on deck about 100 meters ahead of the ship, you notice the sea beginning to darken. The squawking birds seem to notice it too, and take flight away from the ships, heading back out to sea. "Mr. Pennyworth, trim the sails, if you please." "Yes, ma'am." Mr. Pennyworth relays the order, and men jump to the rigging and begin hauling down the canvas. You turn and see Syndra on deck, beckoning you over. She's standing over one of the chests from the pirate ship, the one containing the gems. More money than you've seen in your life. Quickly, give me a hand with this, would you?" She grabs one end of the chest, and you step forward. As you grab the chest, she leads you to the railing. "You ready?" And she starts to pull her arm sideways to begin swinging the chest. "On 3. She means to throw the chest overboard.
I'm sorry, Lady Syndra. What are you intending to do?
Well, let's call it a tribute, shall we? Or rather, a bribe for safe passage. Yes. Well, quickly now. Come on. 1.
A tribute to who?
2. As you stand there staring at her in disbelief, chest slowly swinging between the 2 of you, you hear an ear-splitting roar, followed by a huge shape that crashes up out of the water near the pirate ship. Vast waves ripple as a huge island-like rock surfaces, and a spray of water and mist are thrown hundreds of feet in the air. And then the rock opens its giant maw, and you realize you're looking into the mouth of a huge creature. The creature appears almost like an immense island-sized turtle. It appears angry and viciously scary. Moving faster than something so large should be capable of, its head darts out from its jagged shell, and its curved and sharp beak, punctuated by teeth that are longer than a man is tall, snaps at the pirate vessel's mainmast, shearing the ship in half. The creature's left eye, you notice, is milky blind, and a piece of its shell is missing. 3! And Syndra throws the chest over the railing and into the sea, gems spilling out as it crashes into the water below, the lid popping open. The creature pauses and looks over at the chest, and then appears to look at you on deck, eye to eye, taking you in. For a second, it almost appears satisfied, and then it slowly begins to sink below the waves. Oh, well, that, my friends, is what we call a dragon turtle. Oh, an extremely old and angry dragon turtle named Aramag. Aramag patrols the Bay of Chult and demands tributes of ships that come through the mouth of the bay. It's a known cost of doing business. That old dragon turtle has been demanding tribute in this bay for as long as anyone, even the elves, can remember. Despite centuries of making a home in this area, though, no one has ever found Aramag's lair. Oh well. She turns around, wiping her hands, and heads back into her cabin. You stand there on the bay.
What amazement.
There goes the party fans.
So what was the plan going to be? Had we not encountered the pirates and their treasure?
Well, at least we got to give the spellbook.
At least you paid the tribute.
Let that be a lesson.
DM, just a clarification.
You
said we found 2 chests.
Correct.
Did she throw all of that treasure from down below overboard now, or just one of them? All.
And the sack?
Okay.
As well?
She threw one of the chests overboard. Just the one. As far as you know,
okay.
Another chest and a sack are still sitting in her quarters. Any other questions?
As far as we know, yeah. But let that be a lesson if we have to get out of here as well. I don't think the turtle just lets us go as well. We probably have to find a fitting tribute, else we will never get away from here.
Could you imagine?
I mean, the turtle seems to be, if I understand correctly, in the bay of Port Nyanzaru. So maybe if we live in other place, we don't have to find her.
There are also alternative ways of travel. Yeah.
Let's just switch, shall we, to
Regardless, this isn't important at the moment. We can.
I think what's important is that we have the resources we need to fulfill our mission, and in the end, we wouldn't be able to carry all that gold through the jungle.
This is true.
It's more about getting the right equipment and the right help.
Yeah. It still hurts, but yeah.
It's only money.
It is, isn't it? Now, why? Where's my map gone?
It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to earn when we just found it down there.
So
easy come, easy go.
Easy come, easy go.
So we're in the north.
Yes, you're in the north of the map in the Bay of Chult. Well, there you go. Oh, that's why I could see your...
But look,
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get my music up, but it's not working at the moment. Bugger. So, it takes the rest of the afternoon, but eventually the Mermaid's Tail makes port, the crew effortlessly tying her to the docks in fluid efficiency. Standing at the railings on the deck of the ship, you take in Port Nyanzaru. You find yourself in a bustling tropical city under a hot, blazing sun. The familiar sounds of a harbour, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across the cobblestones, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make it almost sound musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharf-side smells of fish, tar, and canvas. I desperately want to get this to work. 1 second. Oh. I wonder.
You said it had been two days since the
Yes.
fight.
So everybody is obviously back on full HP. All of your spells are refreshed.
Back.
There we go.
Yeah.
All your spells are back, yes.
And I get to set which spells I want.
Beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of colour. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink. All their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets of clay urns and colourful flowers, always draped in leafy, flowery vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. Multicoloured pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls, and a crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past the dock, squealing in delight and terror as a street performer costumed as a big-toothed lizard stomps and roars "Rah!" behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. Such life! It's maddening to think that somewhere on this continent a device is currently draining the life from people across Erdus. Well, grab your gear, we head to Wakanga's for tea. And with that, Syndra moves towards the gangway and disembarks the ship. Hi. Is anyone going with her?
This lady has... Yeah.
Well, come on. Oh. Oh, it was me that disconnected for a second. I need to check something.
I think he might have dropped.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
So guys,
Sorry
what?
Sorry about that.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I dropped for a second. So,
No worries.
she said, "Yep, grab your gear and we head and meet me on the dock. We head to Wakanga's for tea." And with that, she moves towards the gangway.
Did she bring her packing as she left?
She did not bring her packing. No.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah. Whom else?
I mean, the crew is still here.
Yep. As the ship has docked, it appears that the crew is hop-toing it and trying to get things sorted out on deck. You see a lot of bustling around.
So, Dustin, I said that Dustin just said, replied that
I'm following. Is anyone else joining?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was going to join. Just
Yep.
hop skipping after her.
So we're all following.
Okay. She's waiting
Maybe
for
he-
you on the
Okay.
docks, and as you join her, she's like, "Don't worry about our cargo. The sailors will bring it with us. And follow me." She leads you west across several small bridges that cross narrow canals. The buildings all around appear to be warehouses. Then, after leaving through a guarded gate, you can see several inns and taverns ahead of you, and behind them, a much larger structure, some sort of stadium, or maybe even a temple, perhaps. Syndra then turns south and begins following the outer wall of the warehouse district as it curves around to the east. When you come to a huge covered marketplace, she stops, and you watch as a large reptile pulls a massive cart past you. Syndra grins and says a word you've never heard before. Dinosaur. Then, when it passes, she crosses the street again, heading south. This time you skirt the large marketplace, and finally, she leads you through a gate in a stone wall, and you are in a plaza with a large fountain. The statues in the fountain appear to be two bare-chested Chultan women in a lustful embrace, water cascading artfully down from the tops of their heads in frothy streams that gives the illusion of hair. It truly is a magical and beautiful fountain. And then she opens one of the many gates on the outer edge of the plaza and says, "Atamu Villa." After you've entered, she passes in through the open doorway and into an entryway with an open water catch basin that probably leads to a cistern. One of the uniformed guards sitting in one of the shady areas of the atrium jumps up when he sees her. "Oh, Lady Sylvain! We weren't expecting you so soon. Wakanga is in his sitting palace. Please, follow me." The guard, armed with a strange weapon consisting of a 3-foot wooden staff and a 1.5-foot metal blade at one end, leads you first through a grand hall with a double staircase that is noticeably cooler than the heat outside, and then down a hall, and at the end of the hall he leads you into a small sitting room, and then back outside into a lush and well cared for garden, with a small fountain in the centre. Sitting under the shade of a tree is a smartly dressed Chultan man. He's wearing a beige turban on his head, covering his neck with a long silk black and deep blue robe with gold stitching. His neck and beard are adorned with golden hoops. He looks up and grins from ear to ear as he stands, arms wide spread. "Syndra, I was expecting you tomorrow. You made good time on the seas. Any trouble?" And with that, I think we will end for the night. I also would like to say that everybody levels up.
Wait, what?
Hell yeah.
This is better than all the gold in the world.
So we have to find someone to train with for.
Indeed,
How many
you
days
will.
was it? 3. Because
Well,
it's
you have
definitely-
Ali.
Well, let's be fair. You
That's it.
outpaced a lich.
That costs money as well, doesn't it?
It will cost money, yes. So you managed to run away from a lich and escape her grasp and her clutches. LastSecond.com. Hop on a boat. Fight off a pirate horde and captain after being chased. There were 22 pirates altogether, plus the Captain Monty Fuller, the Undying. I didn't tell you. What you did notice, sorry, is that the crew, the sailors, actually fleeced. They searched the bodies of the pirate captain. I also forgot to mention with your detect magic while you were leaving the ship, the entire helm was magical, which is why they were towing the pirate ship behind. Unfortunately, the dragon turtle sunk the pirate ship. Go on.
Okay, I'm just taking in. Sorry. So the helm, you mean the wood there, or the stuff inside of it?
The helm is the entire turning circle of the ship. So that you use to sail the ship, the helm and the keel.
So the wheel that you turn around to pilot the ship.
Correct. The wheel. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the wheel was magical, but it sunk with the ship.
In the mouth of it.
The other things, though, you most likely will find out about soon. You did notice that Captain Monty Fuller was wearing magical armor. Oh, wow. Dude, you've already put session 2 as summary.
Is that lost?
You work fast, my
Yeah,
friend.
I take
You take
notes whenever there is when it's not my turn. I don't have